From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture, loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolves, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader.
Howdy guys, how's it going? We made it to Friday. It's Frantic Friday, episode 70, and you've hit the Geekosphere. And hello to everyone out there. I just thought that I had to show that little bit of an extra trailer for the new Jurassic Park movie. So I hope you're all impressed. I got it exclusively from Hollywood. No editing was required, and that's what we're going to be getting. So hello to everyone out there. Glad that you can all drop in. I want to say hello to everybody that came by and that's here, and hello to Vince Womack, who is my illustrious wrench right here. Nice to see you, dude. And we also got the one and only Lenrod. How's it going, man? Great that you can make it here today. And we got our awesome, ever so slightly, look at this, Wendy, our trauma warrior, who says, hello everyone, Jimmy and I are on our way to San Antonio for a weekend getaway. Lovely. I heard the weather is great down there, so, and that it's nice and warm. You lucky buggers, you. So, and JRC Honey and I'm dying. Told ya. That's the new Jurassic World trailer. So there you go. And CycleMan90, how's it going, man? Can't hang out today, but just wanted to stop by and pay tribute. Hail, Comic Relief Crusader. Well, hell to you, man. So, hey, not a problem. If you can only stop by, just catch it on the rewind, because this is going to be a fun day today. So we guarantee it, or at least we try to. So we have our one and only comic artist of legend, Al Nickerson, that made it here today. How's it going, dude? Great that you can stop on by and listen in on all the madness that is here. We also got our madman number 4, the hero that we need. I try my best, but I promise nothing, because you never know what's going to end up happening here. We also got Rocco the Brave. Dude, nice to see you. Greetings all. My heart goes out to everyone. Goose steps to keyboard. And Rocco, you know what? I just told this to Appion. It's like that little observation that you made on the Two Guys Talking bit with Sue Storm. Oh my God. I did not catch it. Kudos to you, man. About Vanessa Kirby saying that, about being a mom and all that kind of stuff. Dude, I did not catch that. And it didn't even glean on me that John Malkovich, the old guy in the teaser trailer, could actually very well be Franklin Richards, like probably in the future. So, dude, kudos to you. I did not catch that, man. Let's see, who else have we got? We got Wendy says, yeah, it's been warm down here. Canada stopped farting. Yeah, we did. It's due to all the cow farts that are cooped up in the barn. So, and Dark Helmet, Northern Heathen. Yes, I am. I try my very, very best to be a Northern Heathen. So anyway, let's see. Let's get the show on the road. And Tom is going to be a little bit late, but I'm hoping that he's going to be by a little later on. He's hooking up internet, better internet, I believe, and better make it in here in time because we got something special for him. So that being said, let's welcome everybody on board, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
And Pop Culture Republic.
Yes.
You are number one.
Yes, I'm number one again. How about that? What is the second week going?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. What's up, man?
Oh, same old, just another day going. It's another day ending in Y.
Another day you can celebrate being alive.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what's this JRC? Yeah, we all know that John Malkovich is controlled by John Cusack.
and yes, that Jurassic World trailer,
yes,
had me dying. The dinosaur with the robotic arms. Oh my goodness.
Dino Riders. That's what we need.
Yeah.
It can work.
Full on military application of dinosaurs. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Dark Helmet. If we give another polar vortex from Canada, I say we invade them. Yes, do it now. And then you can import all your warm weather to us. Last but not least, before Tom shows up, we got the one and only
Coleslaw is ready.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For 2 hours of playtime.
Dig it.
Yeah, brother. I gotta get me one of those pet Yoshis, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was doing Hulk Hogan. That's not.
I don't know.
Moving on.
I remember Dino Riders. Yeah, man. Make it happen. Make it happen. It would be so awesome. Instead of this Jurassic World bullcrap that we're going to put up with. So, oh, man.
I hope it's good, but the mutant Rancor dinosaur, it's like, why?
I know, right? You called it. T-Rex. You called it. You said Chimera. And what do we get? What it looks like? A Chimera. It looks like a Rancor in the shadows.
Wow.
Kind of.
Is Scarlett Johansson gonna defeat it by throwing a rock at a button and then it's gonna drop on it?
No.
Oh no.
She's gonna call the manager at InGen.
No, she will. She'll throw a rock at the wall and then like the animal wrangler will cry. It'll be a total ripoff of Return of the Jedi. And like, oh no.
Oh my God. Rocco, I want no more Jurassic Worlds. I want Street Sharks.
With lasers.
Street Sharks live action. Wouldn't that be just so terrifying? Like Street Sharks live action? That would be scary.
That'd be, I mean, the closest we come is Sharknado, you know?
Yeah.
And Mega Shark and I don't know, like all
or that land shark movies. That land shark SNL bit. Candy Graham.
Candy Graham.
Candy Graham.
You'll always be in fear when the doorbell rings.
Candy
Graham.
Does anyone remember Denver the Last Dinosaur? I do. I just never watched it. I don't know.
What about the movie with Whoopi Goldberg and the talking dinosaur?
Oh God.
Which one was that?
Never saw it. If I did, I blanked it out of my memory.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
And then there's another one where Paul Walker, rest in peace, got turned into a fucking dinosaur Like he like got some experiment on him and they turned him into a dinosaur too. Like
Yeah.
there's been a lot of weird fucking dinosaur movies.
Sounds
Theodore
weird.
Rex. That's what it was. Theodore Rex.
Okay.
Oh man. Vince, yeah, the next Jurassic World movie will include time travel and be based on dino saucers. There we go. I like that idea.
Wow.
Dino saucers. Yes.
Take all the bad ideas in Hollywood and mash them together.
There we go. And have Vin Diesel in it.
Family. It's in my contract.
Man.
I can't lose a fight, even to a dinosaur. So the T-Rex is gonna lose when I punch him in the face.
Yes. Oh my God.
So there he is driving a car off a cliff, jumps out just in time as the car wedges itself right down the dino's throat, saving a day.
No, yeah, he's gonna be driving a car with like a big sword on the end or like a spear, and he'll like slice the dinosaur with it. He'll like stab it in the neck, and he'll jump out by perfect timing. He'll save Michelle Rodriguez while he's falling, you know.
Yeah. And with all the dinosaurs they slaughtered, they'll buy a big giant warehouse freezer and open a Bronto Burger franchise.
Dino steaks.
Yeah.
There we
Perfect place to eat with family.
This is
a family-owned restaurant, damn it.
We're your family. Millions of years in the making. Oh God. Hollywood, hire us. We got the most stupidest ideas. That could work. Oh God. But anyway, so let's get into the first segment of the
Vindy.
Tonight, we dive into the diseased human mind. Join me. The gray matter is warm.
I was just gonna say, Vin Diesel is so powerful. He's the only man in history that could sacrifice himself and live.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I know.
He's like a new Chuck Norris. I'm sacrificing myself, but I'm gonna live at the end. Wait, Vin, that doesn't make sense. Don't question him.
Exactly. Oh God, that makes so much sense now. Jeez. Raptors are curse-serving, helping our. Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Somebody asked Vin Diesel, "Didn't that mountain fall on you at the end of the movie?" And Vin just says, "Yeah, I ducked.
I ducked out of the way. I punched it, and it
I
broke
stepped
into a
to the side."
Yeah.
Hey Joe, how's it going, man? Great that you can join in on all the stupidity that is this show. Okay, so some stupid news here. You know what? I honestly don't know if I shared this, but I probably didn't, but I'm going to share it anyway. So this from Daily Mail, over at Merry Old England. Man who spends $14,000 to become a collie changes his mind after realizing it's very difficult to walk like a dog. A Japanese man. Hold on here. I'm going to ambigify it here. Okay, there we go. A Japanese man who spent thousands of dollars to transform into a dog said that he has changed his mind after realizing it's hard to walk like a dog. Toko spent $14,000 on a custom-made rough collie costume back in 2022 in order to fulfill his lifelong fantasy of becoming an animal. He waited for 40 days as special suits and makeup company Zip It finished his ultra-realistic dog costume in 2022 before finally being able to live his dream. But now he has revealed that the challenges of moving like a dog have made him considered imitating other animals.
Why didn't you do a fucking trial run? Like, how about you do a trial day, 24 hours, where you just walk like a dog and see if they like it. See if it's something you want to make permanent, you dumbass.
Yeah. Instead of spending $14,000 on a stupid costume. Oh my God.
Wow.
Now I got to say, that's a pretty good costume. That is pretty good. That's not bad. However, this is him. This is him.
No.
Yes. I don't know if you can hear this, but
oh goodness.
Yes. If you people think I'm honestly making all this news up and this can't possibly be real, there you go, people.
This guy just wanted an excuse to lick his own ass, like lick his booty and shit, like a dog. I'm not weird. I'm a dog doing it. It's not a person licking his booty. It's a dog, you see?
freaking quitter, says Lenrod. Oh my god. Dumb as I may be, that costume is still pretty impressive. Credit where credit is due. Yeah, that's true, right? Oh my god. Watch this. Watch this.
And the music.
You failed. You so failed.
This is humanity.
Hey,
this is humankind in 2025, folks. This is where we are.
This is.
It'd be a hit at furry conventions.
I imagine aliens when they're thinking about coming to this planet, they watch a video like this and they're like, "Yeah, no, they're not ready for us yet."
I'm honestly believing that Earth is like the Ozarks, like the really stupid part of the Ozarks on a galactic scale. That's why. Oh man. When he failed to jump at someone, he should have came out with a newspaper and spray bottle and said "bad dog."
Man, imagine being the parents of this person. Like, what's your kid do for a living? Oh, they think they're a dog.
Yes, the shit rich people spend their money on. Yeah.
Well, at least this is just a costume. He can remove it and be normal on the outside.
Normal, yeah.
No, yeah, normal.
On the outside, because inside there's still something wrong with them.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
dude, you need professional help.
Exactly, Dark Helmet. This is what we call mental illness. I swear.
Even the dog is disturbed.
Yeah, right.
The real dog is like, "What are we doing?"
Oh my god, this is forget. Okay, yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So dogs and humans have different bone structures. No, really? You're kidding.
No, get out of town.
Nobody believes that's science. And the way they bend their legs and arms, it's so very difficult to make the movements look like this. I might realistically, here we go. He says, I might realistically be able to become another dog, a panda or a bear. A fox or a cat would be nice, but they're too small for humans to try. God. A cat has a similar bone structure to a dog. And Tom, oh my God, Tom, you made it just in time.
No, what did I make it in time for?
Let's see. I like to fulfill my dream of becoming another animal someday. The animal lover told Japanese news outlet Wayne Cole. Yeah, so basically, Tom, it's a guy that spent $14,000 on
I've heard about this.
a dog costume because he wanted to be a dog, but he fails because he realizes that walking like a dog is actually too hard. So
I've heard about this idiot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Rocco, you are right. Yeah, they need.
When
to
the wife
says,
this guy. "You're sleeping in the doghouse tonight," that's actually a reward for him.
Exactly. Oh my God. Okay, so
every time I keep saying I'm at a loss for words, but I'm still at a loss for words. I don't know, man. I just don't know.
We meet some like omnipotent being, and he's like, "Why should I spare your world? Give me a reason to keep you around." And then you play him that dog video, and he's just like, "Okay, you're all gone."
John Candy? Oh wait, he's dead. Never mind, we're all dead.
Yeah,
okay,
it's like I'm slightly entertained by this. So,
Galactus, don't eat our planet. Look what we have to offer.
Yeah. What else have we got in stupid news today? Yeah, God, yeah. What else have we got in stupid news today? We have this from the Telegraph from England again. Oh boy, Lego can be anti-LGBT, says Science Museum. Museum Seeing Things Queerly tour claims people think the toy bricks are gendered and reinforces idea of heterosexuality is the norm. Lego is anti-LGBT. Oh,
okay. I never promote violence to anybody, never, and that's a no-no. But seriously, some of these people, you swear they deserve a punch in the nose.
Only a punch in the nose? I could think of something better, but
oh, like come on, just stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Exactly,
Oh
our
my
madman.
gosh.
Stupid news, raising the bar every week, or as I like to think, lowering it every week, pretty much at this point.
Oh, my head hurts.
JRC. Remember when we thought we'd have flying cars by now?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, that was talking about retro futurism. That's what we thought we would have by now. Being children of the 80s, children of the 70s, like, man, by the time we get our driver's license, we'll have flying cars. No, we won't.
No, we get people dressed in dog costumes and Lego. A child's toy is anti-LGBTQ. Oh my God! Yes,
then you get old enough to realize people can't. Yeah, then you realize you get old enough to realize people can't drive normally, let alone drive flying cars.
Well, we did have that news article about the guy in what was it in the southern states with radioactive material, a snake, a gun, and we had that.
Oklahoma. So, that was Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma is okay.
Lego can be anti-LGBT. That's it. I'm buying Lincoln Logs. Oh man, I'm gonna have to send this to Steve for his Lego builds. I swear. Buy
Lego stock.
The only thing, exactly. Oh man, the only thing anti about Lego is when you step on it and the immense pain that you feel. It's basically anti-human if you ever step on these pieces in the dark.
Yeah, when their little arms are extended upward.
Yeah,
believe it or not, as a diehard wrestling fan, there's actually matches. You know, they put the thumbtacks and stuff. There's been matches where they dumped Legos onto the ground and then they rolled it, and it's like, that's gotta hurt. Like,
I know, right?
Like I've
Forget
watched
the
these matches,
thumbtacks.
No, they just do the Legos, and it looks painful as heck. Like, being slammed in a thing of Lego. Like, no.
Oh yeah.
And with Legos, you don't take the bottom on like a male character and put a bottom on a female. Couldn't you like make your own characters with Legos?
Oh yeah, you totally
make them whatever you want.
I used to make exactly pyramids. I wanted to be a draftsman when I was in junior high, and I used to make pyramids and buildings, and I was fascinated with it. And I still want to get Legos nowadays. But guess what? They say there's male and female, but they don't believe there's only two genders. There's only two genders. That's why.
I know.
There's only two holes in it. No, it's science, you morons. That's how they attach to each other.
Yeah. Clutch power. That's what they call it. Clutch power. Padawannabe, I saw a video of a guy jump rope barefoot on Lego. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
really?
Just like walking over fire.
Yeah. Dark helmet, step on a Lego in the dark. It's like stepping on a landmine. You are down for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, the Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
For like an hour.
Exactly. And JRC comic, the oldest is having a Lego party for his 6th birthday. Oh, happy birthday at our church soon. Nice. There you go. At a church with Lego. Could you be more anti-LGBT than that? Oh my God. And there's the stupid news for this Friday on a Frantic Friday, episode 70. You've entered the geekosphere, and there we go. That's what you get. A guy in a collie costume that wants to be a dog but can't, and Lego is biased and probably even racist, I bet you, at some point later on. So
wasn't Lassie I'm sure we'll be getting a collie?
Yep.
Yeah. So they think they're Lassie. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Probably. But it's a Japanese guy in England, which is kind of even more weird. So because I didn't think they would have Lassie maybe in England. Maybe they do. I don't know. It's really weird.
They do. Believe it or not, one of my close friends is from the UK. They actually have the littlest hobo over there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, nice. she loves that show. She's like, yeah, I remember here. I was like, yeah, because that's a Canadian show about the dog. We used to love the littlest hobo. It was awesome.
Oh, sweet. It was good. It was really good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so today is going to be I don't know. It's a little bit of an interesting Marvel day. And
I wonder
how interesting it's going to get. I don't know, but here, I believe it was a certain Brigade book, or one of Rob Liefeld's books that should have came out like about, I'm thinking about maybe 8 years ago, and it still hasn't even been put out or anything like that. So, and everybody's kind of wondering where that book is and stuff like that. I actually got banned on X by Rob Liefeld because he put out this tweet, something about what was a really good sequel to an existing franchise, and I said Empire Strikes Back, and he blocks me for it. He's like, that's not a sequel. I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course it's a sequel. It's a sequel to Star Wars, and he blocks me. It's like, he's such a dink, man. Even on whenever he does these shows on WhatsApp.
What would he call Empire Strikes Back then?
Yeah, I know.
What would he call it? What would he call it? I want to know.
I know. Inquiring minds want to know. So,
yeah.
But
if it's not a sequel, what is it?
I know, right? It's like, what? But even on his WhatsApp, he does these shows on an app called WhatsApp. It's kind of like where creators can sell their merchandise, and on occasion he'll do like this video show on WhatsApp, where he sells like an autographs, figures that he's autographing or comic covers that he's autographing, and like he'll sell them for like 60, 70, 80 bucks a pop, if not more, some of them. And oh god, it's like, why don't you just put out a freaking comic for a change? But anyway, yeah, he treats his fans like trash too, most of the time, I think. But that's just me. I don't care. Whatever. Anyway, so Kevin Feige didn't treat him well. Oh my god. Oh, I'm just so well, welcome to the club, Rob. Marvel doesn't treat a lot of people well. So, Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld says that the head of Marvel, Kevin Feige, doesn't treat comic creators well, and that he will no longer be a part of Marvel.
In other news, water wet.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, good. then that means you can concentrate on your Youngblood book that you're going to be putting out like really, really soon.
No,
you know?
It could be worse. It could be a special effects house in Hollywood that Disney seems to go through.
Yeah. And hey, Gorilla, how's it going, dude? Dude, I like that that cat video that you put out there. That's kind of funny. So, yeah, maybe just
what a strange time to leave, because right after the Deadpool trilogy just finished and it did well in theaters, and I still remember the Liefeld part where there's the Liefeld shoe store or whatever, and they're standing in front of that. So they did, properly mention him or have him in the movie in a way.
Exactly.
Like, what a weird time to leave. You just had a successful third movie with your character.
Well, yeah.
I mean, next thing you'll be saying is that Marvel MCU doesn't hire writers who've read comic books. I mean, come on, get out of town.
Yeah, you're like 7 years too late with that.
Yeah.
He's given up on the writing the Deadpool anyway, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, we talked about that actually. So, he's done with Deadpool writing it. So, I mean.
Another news, Water is Wet and KK ruined Star Wars. Yes, exactly, right?
Yeah, he's not saying anything new.
No.
It might just be a realization to him. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, no. He's done what he's done in the past, but I kind of agree with him to an extent, too. They treat comic book creators like trash. But Marvel's always done that. They don't care about the comic book.
Yeah. Like, I agree with them, but it's not new. That's what I'm saying too. Is like, it's true, but it's like this isn't new information. The world already knows this.
I mean, all you have to do is look at Hollywood's track record with anything comic book related, whether it's Marvel or DC or any other book out there. It's like, this is not a good movie off this book.
Yeah. So Al Nickerson says, Rob goes into great detail about all of this in his last 2 episodes of Robservations. Yeah, because I do listen to that podcast every once in a while. I found this all to be very interesting. Oh, I bet it is, Al. 100%. I bet it is.
I'm going to have to go and check those out.
Oh, yeah. He's good at comic history. But, I mean, other than that, whatever. Anyway, first, a bit of history. Marvel Comics used to be separate than Marvel Studios. Kevin Feige was in charge of the films, but Marvel Entertainment, under Ike Perlmutter and his Marvel Comics Creative Committee, wow, it sounds very official, were in charge of the comics and the TV brand. That's when you got things like Netflix shows, including Daredevil and stellar comics like Annihilation, Planet Hulk, World War Hulk, and Civil War. Now, Feige became in charge of all of Marvel back in 2019. Oh, well, this sounds very interesting. Wonder what happened around 2019. So it's safe to say Marvel hasn't been the same since. No, really? You're kidding me. So it's also well known Feige didn't get along with the Marvel TV and comics people, and that they butted heads. Reportedly, Perlmutter didn't like Feige's injection of woke content into Marvel and other things. Well, good for him. And I'm not surprised that Feige injected all the stuff into the comics. Jeez, if it's not working in the movies, what makes you think it'll work in the comics?
And that fucking Kevin bot and She-Hulk with his stupid hat.
Oh,
and then Jessica Gao was like, we were so happy we got the Kevin bot, and we had to have him wear the hat. It's like, this is what you're focusing on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of closing a plot line that you've been going on for like, I don't know what, 5, maybe 6 episodes or whatever the heck it was with that She-Hulk series.
That's the laziest writing ever. Like, they have a plot line, and then they just decide, I don't want to deal with this anymore, and then they just cancel their own plot line.
Exactly.
Oh, that's just lazy writing.
Mm-hmm.
It's God, yeah, it was like the writing ever. God, I hated that freaking She-Hulk series. But so this is where I shouldn't say where you start to see the problems, like back in 2019, because it even goes a little bit further than that. Because, Kevin Feige. So, but no, he's
Captain Marvel 2019 release date.
Exactly. Just saying. But now it's like, oh no. We have to get rid of all these people, wrecking all these movies that we've been putting out, and enough of the woke crap and blah 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 blah. It's like, it's too late for you. You shouldn't even be touching the comics whatsoever. Like, I mean, if anybody has seen that new Spider-Man show, okay, first of all, I get it. It's in a different universe, okay? And yeah, sure, some of the characters look, obviously different and race swapped and stuff like that, but I mean, dear God, did you have to go so far and just really like switch everybody around? It's just ridiculous.
No, just my 2 cents. I haven't watched it yet. I'm tempted, but as Kilted and Jason have both watched it on 540 Studios, I guess they like it, and they're very critical, like we are too. But I guess it's actually not really badly written. It's actually okay, and they're getting rid of that jersey with Spider-Man was wearing was just a pre-costume. They're going to come into the original costume eventually, and I guess they say he's a lot like Peter. He actually is a good Peter, I guess. So it's
he's not bad. He's not bad.
I mean, the writing's okay.
You've got a female Kurt Connors, so you got a female Lizard. But the Doc Ock looks exactly like he did in the comimics. Like he's exactly how you'd want Doc Ock to look. So there's that.
And I guess the Harry one actually isn't as them as presented at first. I guess they acted not too much. It's not presented. Right. I guess I haven't watched yet, but I'm hearing it's not as bad as they. I mean, Norman says you saved son in one scene.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, and I was like,
it's all right. Like
I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah,
I've seen like screen grabs of it or pictures of it. And I was like, I don't like the animation style, and I don't like the changes to it.
Yeah. But what did Rob Liefeld say about Kevin Feige and Marvel? Man. And this is a guy that's made millions of dollars off of his work, off of his characters and stuff like that from Marvel, right? I mean, he banged seriously hard, man. Rob Liefeld, creator known for Deadpool, Cable, and lots more, which led the MCU billion-dollar Deadpool and Wolverine, opened up about Kevin Feige and Marvel in his latest episode of Robservations podcast. Again, it's pretty good podcast. If you really want to get into a lot of comic history and stuff like that, and a lot of other stuff, he touches up on also a lot of pop culture stuff. Some I'll agree with, and but most of it's actually pretty good. So, and he said more while speaking with THR. Kevin Feige does not treat comic book creators well. That is my personal experience, Rob Liefeld said on the podcast. Excuse me. Do I think he can improve his relationship with comic creators? Yes. And to which he posted on X, I walk you through my crazy last year with Marvel. I watched them mangle creator credits and mistreat top creators. Poor form doesn't even begin to describe it. I'm gonna, I haven't listened to it in a while, but now it's got me intrigued. It's got me intrigued. If only it didn't block me on X, but I don't care, whatever. So, snub from Deadpool and Wolverine after party at the red carpet. So, what happened with that? Liefeld didn't like that he and his family weren't invited to the Deadpool and Wolverine after party, something he attended with previous Deadpool movies at Fox before the Disney acquisition.
Maybe they saw that he was talking shit and they didn't like that.
Yeah, maybe. That could be.
Why would you invite someone that's clearly has disdain for you?
Yeah. Because I do remember.
Don't be surprised.
Exactly. Because I do remember that on some of his previous podcasts, because, he was giving little hints about the movie here and there. But he did also mention that he wasn't as heavily involved in the movie as he was with Fox. So, me thinks something is definitely happened here. Maybe Disney just does not like him because he's a white male or something like that. Liefeld says he felt snubbed by Kevin Feige, who was near him at the red carpet premiere, but didn't bother to acknowledge him.
Well, I mean, Kevin Feige's a white male, so.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And then so is the other fucking guy that runs Disney.
I don't know much about him. What are his politics? Does he stand out or does he go along with?
He made a better observation.
Oh, RMB. Robert Meyer Burnett. Yeah.
So it was meant to embarrass, diminish, and defeat me. Oh boy. Rob Liefeld said in his cast in regards to not getting an invite to the after party. Liefeld added in a tweet, not so much as a single handshake, classless. Here's the thing about Rob Liefeld, that from my Mike observations, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Rob Liefeld, after being on, well, I should say watching a couple of his WhatsApp shows and the way he goes on in his podcasts about certain subject matter. See, back in the 90s, all these image guys, they were like rock stars, right? Yeah. And with Rob, it's like he's still in that I'm a rock star kind of mode of thinking. And he still thinks he's, excuse the language, but he still thinks he's hot shit. Right? Yeah. That's just my observation, right? Because, he goes on about how he loves to hobnob with, with a lot of these Hollywood stars and stuff like that. And I'm like, I wonder how much of this is like hot air. But then again, that's just my opinion. Rock of the Brave says, yeah, met Liefeld at WonderCon 2 years ago, was an arrogant jerk. Yep. There we go. Would not sign my Agent America. Wow. Ooh. I stopped defending his drawings. Everyone may talk shit on them. Yep. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing is he comes off like he's just a victim here. And I did nothing wrong ever. They're mean to me. I never did nothing. And that's what it sounds like to me. Is like, coming off kind of like a little bitch.
He does. More of a hot car.
I'm sorry to say, he sounds like a little bitch.
Oh my God, JRC, that's perfect. Microaggressions. Today, what's my microaggression take on this? Oh my God, I love that. JRC, I love that. I'm going to use that if I have permission. I'm asking permission. Rock of the Brave, I was going to pay for it, and he refused. I won't sign that one. He said, wow, really?
Ooh. How fucking awkward must that have been after that? Like,
I know,
you're
right?
You're just standing there like, oh.
And he tried to get me to buy a pic of Deadpool to sign. Oh my God, really?
Wow.
So instead of signing the comic that you had, he wanted you to basically pay more money to buy a picture that he had for him to sign. Wow. That sounds like, grifter mentality right there. Let's see. And he says, I'll allow it for 10%. Oh, okay. Super. Perfect. Okay. We will deal later. Pat Wannabe. Yeah. Liefeld doesn't really have the room to grip here. They didn't hide Anthony Mackie on the cap poster for a certain country, for that certain country. Yeah, exactly. It's his film. Liefeld just needs to chill. He can't represent comic fans. Exactly. He can't. Yeah, that's right. And it's all about the money. Exactly. It's all about the money. That's what it is. So, in addition, Liefeld says Marvel deleted photos of him with the Deadpool Wolverine team at the premiere. Well, I mean, maybe that might be true.
Yeah. This just comes off as like desperate, where like, oh, I know everybody's mad at Marvel. Marvel's a villain, so I can, point all the fingers at them and get a bunch of people rallied to my cause, to my side, and it's like, pathetic.
Yeah. You know what, Rocco? Similar story at the Calgary Comic-Con a few years ago. Eric Larson was there, And, I mean, because he had actually a small table. Actually, believe it or not, Jay Lee actually had a bigger table than Eric Larson, which was kind of funny, I thought, considering Eric Larson now, right? And and I just went to talk to him, and he had some stuff up for the Jack Kirby Museum and stuff like that. And and I wanted to ask him questions because I had never heard of the Jack Kirby Museum. And I asked him, it's like, hey, what's this about with the Jack Kirby Museum? And and I said it loud enough, and nobody else was talking to him. He wouldn't even lift his head and answer any questions whatsoever. Some of these guys are just dinks, just jackasses. Complete, and yeah, they're jackasses. Except for Al Nickerson, because he's a nice guy. So there you go. But Jay Lee, yeah, plug. But Jay Lee, on the other hand, because for the longest time everybody was wondering if he was related to Jim Lee, but he's actually not really. But Jay Lee, he was actually a really nice guy, and he took the time to actually give one of my daughter's pointers on her artwork, which is really great, And so yeah, you got a lot of jerks out there, and you got a lot of really nice people. So. But he goes on, yeah, not so much as a single handshake, classless. So, but the Hollywood Reporter's like, yeah, Rob Liefeld is done with Marvel. The comic artist and creator says that after more than 30 years, he is severing ties with the publisher for whom he created renowned characters Deadpool and Cable. And, a few others, like Domino.
This post is classless.
Yeah.
Like, you yourself are doing something classless, complaining about someone else being classless.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, I like that Al Nickerson, though. Yeah, I know. I do, too. He's a really nice guy. So, yeah, I met Eric on 2 occasions. He's a real jerk. Wow. Yeah. And if you've looked at his Savage Dragon over the past year, oh, boy. Damn. He's gone over the deep end.
That good, huh?
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Like, what happened to bowing out with dignity?
Right?
Like leaving with some fucking dignity intact.
Exactly. But no, it just seems like Rob Liefeld it seems like, I'm just gonna say it that way. It seems like he either tries to inject himself into the story somehow, or into like certain groups, and then he blusters and boasts about a lot of stuff. But if you dare challenge him on anything, then it's like, oh no, I don't want to listen to you. There's an actual Facebook group on Facebook of people that got banned by Rob Liefeld, either on his Facebook group, Marvel, Marvel Extreme and Beyond, or him blocking them on Instagram or X, and they're just having a good old time with this stuff. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
I want to ask him, like, yeah, I can't believe you let yourself be defeated.
Yeah.
Because it's feet thing. No, but real shit, I'd be like, how did you never learn how to draw feet in the industry?
I know, right? You go
to one of his like signings, but you leave him like a book of like how to draw feet, like a little gift for him. Like, here you go.
And hands
for you. Yeah.
And wrists. Yes.
Yeah, here you go.
Yep.
Let me give you a hand.
Oh my god! You know what he said in a video a long time ago, and I did actually get this video like way back when early '90s. It was on VHS. Where what was it? It was Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane. I believe it was Walsh Portasio and Jim Lee. They did this like comic book greats series, and the one video that I really got, and I got it, and I had it. I don't even know if it's still my mom and dad's, but it's like how to draw, like learn how to draw, like, like a comic book artist or something like that. Yeah, the Facebook group, yeah, banned by Rob Liefeld. Yeah, that one, Al. Thank you. And yes, that's an actual group on Facebook. And Rob's excuse was, every I don't know if anybody knows this, but I can't draw feet really well. I'm like, and Todd McFarlane was like, oh, shocker. It's a real shocker, Rob. And he says, like, yeah, like what I like to do, I like to put like kind of clouds like in front of it, like dust clouds and stuff like that to kind of hide the feet. It's like, now we know. You know absolutely nothing about anatomy. But then again, he has that unique style, which a lot of people do gravitate to. And
I mean, hit up Quentin Tarantino. He loves feet.
Yes, he does. Yes, precisely.
He could probably draw you in his mind. He could think of the perfect feet without even a picture or anything.
Oh my God, I know,
picture
right?
Uma Thurman's feet, and he'll be right. He'll be ready.
But yeah. So Marvel's Liefeld's Marvel exit. So regarding exiting Marvel, Liefeld made the decision in July at the premiere, and this is kind of a bullcrap statement, I can tell you right now, okay? At some point, you go, I've received the message, and the message is clear, he said on the podcast. It's like, you know what? You already mentioned in an earlier podcast about maybe 2 years ago, because he put out a Deadpool miniseries. What was it called? Batter Blood, right? That was the last thing he was going to do for Marvel. That was it, right? Had nothing to do with the movie or anything like that, because that was the last thing he was going to do for Marvel.
And then another check cleared.
Exactly. Then another check cleared. Yeah. And he was going to focus on re-releasing Youngblood, because if you paid attention to my videos a few months ago, he did announce he was going to put out Youngblood again, and and I was kind of excited for it, but maybe not so much now. So
are we positive that Liefeld isn't the guy in the dog suit? Like he found his new calling in life, his new collie in life.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe that collie.
That's Rob Liefeld, you guys. It's all linked together. That was the guy in the dog suit who couldn't jump over a thing.
Exactly. Just use me, please. I'm dying for attention.
I'm leaving Marvel. I'm gonna go live in England as a dog. Oh my God. That'll show them.
I know, right?
They didn't appreciate me.
He's jumping up and down in the background. Hey, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I'm over here.
Oh man, we gotta get Rob Liefeld back at Marvel. Quick, go get the squeaky toy.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, in a corner in a fetal position, he's probably going something like
Rob Liefeld. When he takes breaks from writing his new comics, he likes to go for long walks.
He does. Tim, you'll be right back. You go ahead and come right back. But according to Liefeld, things started to go sour with him and Marvel in early 2023. There we go. When Roy Thomas was given co-creator credit for Wolverine, Len Wein has been certified as the creator of Wolverine, and Christine Valletta, the widow of Wein, was upset with the decision who Liefeld is close to. So, to which he said, the Kirby estate sued Marvel and Ditko estate sued Marvel. This is not a particular strength for them. Yes, there's good reasons why they sued Marvel, because they're not getting any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Any kind of royalties or anything like that. Right?
Yeah.
However, to be fair, okay, this wasn't a thing until the early 80s when things were starting to change in the comic book industry. And I believe Al, who has actually worked for Marvel and DC, so pay attention, people. So Al, correct me if I'm wrong, because back in the early 80s, Marvel and DC, they did something kind of revolutionary with their comic creators, their comic artists and their writers and stuff like that, where they would pay them royalties for any characters that they created. And if they became popular, and if they showed up more and stuff like that, they would get those residual royalties. Yeah, Fendi, exactly. Yeah, royalties, residuals. Yeah, exactly. Right? So the unfortunate thing is, with the Kirby estate and the Ditko estate, obviously their characters were created way before this kind of happened, right? and it's kind of the same thing with with the Superman creators as well, right? So, but then again, it's been in court and it's been a long drawn out kind of thing. But in a sense, they should get some sort of royalties at least, because these are all their creations that we're seeing on the big screen, And yeah, exactly. Show me the money. That's right. I'd be saying the same thing too, So, so
what would have made him happy? Like if they shook his hand and stuff on the red carpet and
going to the after party.
You're so wonderful.
Yeah.
Come to the after party. You're invited. Then he would have just stayed. Everything would have not changed.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Gave him
Probably.
a pat on the head and said, "You did well."
Yep.
They acknowledged me.
Yeah. But Liefeld's Deadpool team up number 5 is his last. Oh, now it's his last comic book at Marvel Comics, which gets published next week. Oh, so he was okay with that for doing
trying to make
job.
that money.
That's right.
This is my retirement. Yeah, this is my retirement comic.
Yeah,
it'll be the last one ever. I promise.
Not just Deadpool that gets a good send off by me in Deadpool team up number 5. I'm saying goodbye to many of my favorite creations. Excited to wrap it up with all the fellas. Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
So
that's what he's
doing.
What? He's trying to promote his shit.
Exactly. Causing a little bit of drama. Buy the comic. It's gonna, because here's the thing: the more people that buy the comic, right, the more royalties he gets.
Wouldn't he still have to split that money with Marvel that he hates?
Well, he gets a percentage. He gets a percentage.
Yeah, but then he's still giving money to the people he hates, though.
Yeah, exactly, right. So,
right.
And Al, yeah, royalties began in comics in early 1980s. Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Verified by a former Marvel DC guy who knows the history. So the more people that pay that buy the comic, right, by making all this drama happen, right, then the more of a cut that he gets. So the more money that he can actually pocket. So and yeah, Kirby had no contract with Marvel prior to 1971. The argument by the Kirby estate was that Kirby allowed Marvel to publish his comics and characters of the 1960s. See, there you go. So, no contract. And like I said, and that's the unfortunate thing, right? So, but yeah, so but it's not about the money. Oh, bull crap, it's not about the money. So Liefeld also says it's not about the money, as he claims to have one of the richest deals among Marvel creators. He says somehow, you know what? I doubt that very much. If anything, I'm thinking that McFarlane probably does, especially with those Venom movies that came out. That's what I'm thinking. Well, maybe. Okay. I mean, there were 3 Deadpool movies, to be fair, too. So he says he sent Marvel an email in June of 2024 asking to receive a special credit on Deadpool and Wolverine and anything else they could offer him. Movie premieres, promotion opportunities, etc. So Deadpool and Wolverine does have that Liefeld's Just Feet store, right? Like what Appion mentioned earlier, Plus, he was also in Deadpool in the first Deadpool movie too, in the bar. So, I mean, come on, how much more do you want? Jeez. So while Marvel credits creators at the end of the movie, Liefeld wanted to be credited before the movie, like the opening credits of the 1978 Superman listed Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster.
Ego. Oh, sorry. Oh man. Oh, a bad cough. Man.
You sound like it, yeah.
Yeah, right. Acknowledge me.
The ego on this man.
That's what I'm saying.
Deadpool is cool, but you're comparing yourself to the creator of Superman now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? I mean, Deadpool is a cool comic and he's a very cool character, but you're not that big. That's like saying you're as big as Stan Lee or something.
Yeah, exactly. And you are not, dear sir. You are totally
Deadpool.
not.
Cool character. He's made some stuff, but like, wow.
Yeah.
I want my name in lights at the beginning.
Exactly.
Before the movie
you, sir, are no Jack Kirby. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Yeah. Jersey. Okay, back again. By the way, I was kidding about the 10%. I'm a nonprofit for the KRS Kamala Relief Society. Are you really, dear sir? That's
I'm
good to
President
know.
Trump, and I approve this message.
Yeah. So.
Man, it sounds like that Marvel was bending over backwards for this guy, honestly.
Well,
and it wasn't enough.
It does.
It wasn't enough.
Oh my
he's
God!
There, he's getting his characters on the big screen. I mean,
Schuster could drop feet. Top that, Liefeld.
Right? That's what they should have said. Okay, we'll put your name before the credits, but you have to draw a perfect pair of feet. Okay, never mind. You got me.
And wrists and hands.
Yeah.
And a proper gun.
And we're watching you, so we see you don't cheat.
Oh my God!
And make a character that's height, weight proportionate, not the superhero proportions.
Oh my God!
Oh, you got me, touche. Okay,
his head is too small for the body.
I know, right? He always did these friggin' stupid pinheads, with like this massive shoulders and oh my God,
and tree trunk torsos that were like all muscle, like woof.
I know, right? God, I mean, I will I do. I love the art. It's different, but man, get those proportions right, dude. But anyway, so Liefeld also wrote in an email, Marvel's treatment of characters has never been their strength. Without the worlds, the characters, and the concepts that we create, and in this specific case, the world of Deadpool, there are no films to shoot, no blockbusters to distribute. I am not the easy button at Staples. I am the human imagination behind it all. Oh, for God's sake. Ego. That's right. Ego.
Wow.
I know.
This guy's head must be so big, it must be impossible, like, not to fall over, like, sometimes. Like, Jesus Christ.
Al, didn't the other Marvel movies get creator credit in the beginning of their films? You know what? I think they did.
What a
they
quote.
They either did or right at the beginning of the credits. Yeah,
I am the human imagination.
I am everything.
That sounds like fucking the speech that what's his name gives in Fight Club. I am just raging. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm every woman.
All philosophical and shit.
Oh my God. I know, right?
Just in case we need a reminder, I dropped a link in the private chat.
Oh, yes, you did, you wonderful human being.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't Deadpool in the world created by, Stan Lee and the other guy, Kirby?
And Jack?
Yeah. So Deadpool, there would be no world without those two for him to plop his character in.
That's right.
So he's wrong.
Yes. That Captain. Yep. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You saw that, didn't you?
Oh, yes. And thanks to Pop, because remember, we always have this.
What in the world?
I know, right?
All right, Cap. Shoulders back. Thrust that chest out.
You know what he did, though? Because he did this alternate Captain America cover, Captain Falcon cover, right? Where he did the exact same thing. Like this Captain America. Oh my God. Exactly. Captain Boob Job. That's right. Yeah. Chest buster much? Yes, precisely.
The other Steve Rogers is inside.
I still can't believe that that's real. I don't know if somebody took that and altered it to exaggerate Liefeld's drawing style, but
that is it. That is
I
it.
know.
Because you know what? Here's the thing. He justified it by saying, what was it? He took a picture of a weightlifter that looked exactly like that.
Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, mama. I'm Captain America now, mama.
Does Cap have scoliosis? Yes.
I mean, his
imagine what his ribcage must look like.
Like a foot away from his neck.
My God, I know, right? The shoulders are straight, but the chest is bent to the right. I know, right? I'm a fatty, but geez, I know. When I first saw it, I thought it was trans Captain America. This is Wendy.
Yeah, the more you look at it, the weirder his body proportions become.
Al Nickerson is Arnold. Yeah, I don't know if it was Arnold. Maybe it was Arnold, but oh boy, yeah, you can never unsee that cover again. You can never, ever unsee that cover. I swear.
His spine is a question mark.
Yeah, exactly.
When you look at that picture, you must think to yourself, I am not the easy button at Staples. I am the human imagination.
The star position makes no sense. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. The more you look at that picture, the worse it gets.
I know. It does. Okay, so it's noted he asked if his request could be taken to Kevin Feige or even Disney CEO Bob Iger. Oh, man, he's really hitting high. But it went nowhere.
I want to speak to your CFO.
Yeah, I want to speak to your manager.
Worse than a Karen. That's worse than a Karen.
I know.
I want to speak to your CFO. Make sure this letter gets directly to Kevin Feige himself. What the fuck?
I know. Comic book creators cannot continue to be relegated as afterthoughts. This is easy to address. Unless I reach out to address it, it will never manifest.
Oh, look at how noble he is fighting for all you comic book creators.
This guy is okay. Look, we got our Ethan Van Sciver of Comic Gate. Liefeld is the Comic Gate equivalent to Ethan Van Sciver.
Like this dude made all his money off of Marvel, and he's like, "All right, now I'm ready to bash him."
Yes.
After I made all my money, I have my cake and eat it too. Now I'm ready to be the white knight for all comic book creators.
Captain America Chavez. Yes. I guess he can't do that all day. No, he can't draw all day. No. This is why more artists need to take human composition. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So according to THR, Liefeld didn't receive a response and Marvel didn't like the email, allegedly. Liefeld believes the tensions led to him not being invited to the Deadpool Wolverine after party. Liefeld also adds that while he was invited to the Deadpool Wolverine set in London, that he felt unwelcome and he didn't expand upon those thoughts. No, probably not.
It's exactly what I said. Like, he fucking did something before they didn't invite him.
Exactly.
And then he's like, why didn't they? Where's my invite?
Yeah.
All I did was talk shit and say, let me speak to your CFO.
Exactly. Right? But Disney and Marvel haven't responded, and it's unlikely they will. They will not, dude. They will not ever. An insider for the THR shot back at Liefeld. While we respect what he's contributed, he does not respect what others have contributed, said Graham Nolan, right? Yeah, Graham Nolan says, that sucks, Rob, but welcome to the club. Chuck Dixon and I got no credit for Bane in The Dark Knight Rises either. Like these corporations create anything disrespectful. You know what? And yeah, I kind of agree with Graham. You know, I feel bad for Graham, but Rob Liefeld is all about ego. He is 100% all
and he's
about
only
ego.
reaching out and doing this after he's already got what he wanted.
Yeah. Credits are a funny thing. Folks,
it's so disingenuous.
It is.
It's not genuine at all.
My credits are a funny thing. Folks clamor for proper credit, myself included. Well, yeah, we all want credit for stuff. We want the truth represented. We often have to engage legally to maintain what was credited decades back. But time has a way of maintaining receipts from all creators. Well, yeah, it does. You know, but I mean, geez, Rob is like 49. No, or 49. Yeah, he's a short dude.
So he got paid enough, but they didn't put his name in the front.
But I mean, for Pete's sake, you know, you got credit in the movie. You know,
bitterness.
You did. Yeah.
And people know that you created Deadpool. They're not under the illusion that it's someone else.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. We kind of know who created it, where it came from. So
yeah. Without comic book creators, they're shooting nothing. Yeah, we know that. But I mean, holy crap! Oh look, there's a picture. So
I mean, do I feel for him to an extent the way they treat their comic book artists? Yes, but he's like we said at the beginning. It's his water is wet, like you guys said. I mean, exactly. It's like it's Captain Obvious. We already know this. Already.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as comic creators go, I think Ethan Van Sciver's had the shorter end of the stick. He was fired from DC simply because of who he voted for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's,
right.
Yeah,
which is you know. And again, because we also have Al Nickerson that's in the chat too. Like with the interview that I did with him, and just for simply what he believes and what he stands up for, and and again, also who he voted for, right? But I mean, it's like you're asking for the entire universe on a platter. And you're still bitching about, I get just because you didn't go to a friggin' after party.
That's what it seems like. This all sprang out of not being invited to a fucking party.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like so childish. Like, and then so he goes on the internet and whines about it.
Yeah, I didn't get to go to the party where all the cool kids were. I didn't get to hang out with the cool kids.
I wasn't invited.
Who cares? It's a party.
Yeah, and it's like if you don't like these people, why do you want to hang around them then?
Exactly, right?
Make up your mind. You either don't like them or you do because you wanted to go to the party and be around them, right? So which one is it?
Because like I said before, and you can listen to it on his podcast, he will brag and brag and brag. Oh, I was sitting with this comic creator and that comic creator, like Frank Miller and this guy and that guy and stuff like that. And we were talking like pretty much like all night about this and that and the other thing. And and meeting up with this Hollywood star, meeting up with that Hollywood star and stuff like that. And like makes himself look like the big shot. Exactly.
For status. Yeah. He wants it for status. That's all.
Status.
He wants,
maybe some networking.
Yeah. Because like I said, it's the ego. It's the ego. And he, I don't know, more than likely he still thinks he is in this, that he's the rock star that he believes that he is. And one party, and it's like, well, then that's it, Marvel. You just shunned me.
That's what I was saying. I was like, so if he went to the party, would he have released all this complaining shit? Would he have still done the same thing?
Nope, probably not. Because he would have bragged about it on his podcast. Oh, well, I went to the after party and I met with Ryan Reynolds. It's like, it's not like you haven't met Ryan Reynolds before. You've already bragged about it several times, right? And I got to meet this, and we had a great supper. And we all sat around the table, and we all did this kind of stuff, and and it was like so super cool, and blah 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 blah, and whatever, dude. Get over yourself. You're like nearing 60 in a few years. You keep on saying
age.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
kind of embarrassing. Like you're
it is
not setting a good role model. You're not being a good I don't know.
No, you're not. But then again, it's not surprising that Marvel/Disney would do this either. So, but whatever. And you're right, Vince. Yep. Next story after the advert. Exactly. So, that was that part of Marvel. So let's take a very brief commercial break.
I'm very commercial.
Which is exactly, which is specifically for you, Tom.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yes. Here we go.
I love that.
Well, folks, that's how you back up into a trailer. It's also been scientifically proven that if you drive a Subaru or a Prius or a Cybertruck, that a bunch of lesbians will think you're a lesbian and they'll be like, ooh, hey, I'll buy you a drink. And then they realize you got a penis. And they're like, I'm out. So, guys, drive a truck. Tom, stop simping for Sydney Sweeney. We all know. She got big old titties. Just move on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, guys. Get a truck. Be a man. It boosts your testosterone by like 35 bajillion%.
Steve?
I love that.
Personally, where's my Michael Moore money? Damn you! And secondly, I do not simp for Sydney Sweeney. I mean, she's hot and all. I simp for Aurora maybe or Grimes, but not Sydney. She's okay.
I'd simp for you.
She just looks good in a schoolgirl outfit. That's all.
Yeah.
No, she looks good in pretty much anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. You should talk to Steve Dark Helmet. See if he can get back on. So, but yeah.
That episode had like all kinds of shit going on.
Exactly.
He was giving us tips on how to do truck work, and then a little short story. Like we got all kinds of stuff there.
And,
cool.
and
he said he'll have me on again soon. He's going to rotate with some people. So
yeah,
but, yeah.
I don't drive a Fiesta. I don't need to compensate. See, there you go. You're on the right track, Lenrod. So,
I thought he was going to say sip it for Tom McDonald. I'm like, yeah, I do. So what?
Oh man. But anyway,
we need to run that as a Subaru ad also.
I know we should. Yeah.
We love Steve. He's awesome.
100%. 100%.
Want a Subaru? Watch this video.
Oh man. But anyway.
I just love that you didn't turn the volume down on it at all, so it's just fucking bumping.
Did you just watch that in a loop? Seriously.
I don't know how to adjust the volume on that.
It's fine. It adds to the craziness of it.
Yeah.
Xavier's having his own private rave while they're all fucking.
And Richard's just looking there like, what am I doing here?
Just sad. So, well, I would have used the next article transition, but that's just too much fun to not play. So,
No, I know it's perfect because he's sliding into the next article. We're just like Xavier's sliding into frame. Yeah.
And Dark Helmet is dancing away. Yeah. So, because it's party time.
Japanese nightclub.
Steve needs to have an episode called Man-Thongorama. Oh my God.
No. He'll bring up his shorts.
He has something planned. Let's just put it that way, Dark Helmet. I'm not going to say any more than that. Okay, so for the next Marvel thing here, I swear to God, yeah, we were talking about it this morning. Okay, so next article from That Park Place. A little bit of a rumor going on here. So the Russo brothers, this is rumor. So the Russo brothers signed a new Marvel deal to work on X-Men reboot movies after the failure of the MCU's Phase 5. Now, this is an interesting rumor. I mean, considering how they worked on Captain America, which was awesome. I had no problems with their Captain America. And Endgame, I was very pleasantly pleased with the way they handled that. Except for maybe, one or two spots in Endgame. But that's just
Infinity War is so fucking good.
It is. Thank God it wasn't Joss Whedon that did it. So it would have been one movie and then boom, done. So Bananarama Hammer. Yes. Oh my God. So, but what's this rumor about? Well, we're gonna go over it. So the Russo brothers have returned to Marvel to direct the upcoming Avengers movies. But a new rumor states that the duo who created classics like Infinity War might also be involved with Marvel's upcoming X-Men reboot. Please, for the love of God, do it right. That's left many fans hoping the brothers can reverse or at least minimally repair the damage that Phase 5 caused in the MCU. I really, really hope they do. Because
no Dark Phoenix. You leave that storyline alone.
No
Yes.
Dark Phoenix.
You leave it alone.
Save it for a TV show, because that's the only way you can give that storyline enough room to breathe.
Fox tried twice. Marvel can learn from those failures and not do it.
Yeah.
But will Marvel learn from those failures?
There's
probably not from us.
No, probably no. Not this small channel. God. If I was like maybe 1 million or 2 million strong, like say Critical Drinker or Nerdrotic or something like that, yeah, maybe we could send something out into the ether like that. But now it's just wishful thinking. Dark Helmet, love the original X-Men movies, but the Dark Universe didn't work for me. No, it didn't work really.
That was the weakest part of those movies. Was the
was. Other than that, Bryan Singer did a pretty good job.
Yeah, like if those movies had the costumes that we like, those movies would be absolute perfection. But they're missing that.
Remember, they made fun of those costumes in the movies themselves. Remember?
Yeah,
and they made jokes at them. So,
maybe not absolute perfection, because they did fuck up my girl Rogue. So I'm still a little bit.
Oh yeah,
that's
other than that.
But I mean, the costume worked in Wolverine and in the Deadpool movie.
So that's what the Russo brothers need to do. X-Men with the real costumes, the blue and yellow.
And Lenrod, that third X-Men movie.
Man, it was bad.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, that's what happens when you have a director do the first two, and then they take his trilogy away, and then they give it to someone else.
Yeah,
and then he just
like
decides
too many
to
cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah,
that Juggernaut. Oh God.
I mean,
what beach?
What about Mystique? Like they remove Mystique from the movie, and then fucking Magneto just abandons her, and she knows all his plans. What an idiot!
I know. Yep, X2. Yeah, X2 was
still one of the best.
Yeah,
it is. Totally agree with you on that. Finally seeing Wolverine in his comic accurate costume was stunning. Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of Wolverine, where he goes to Japan and stuff like that, and you see that little bit of a teaser there, the yellow costume, it's like, yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're hoping that you're gonna see it. And eventually we did see it, which is great, but comic accurate can work. It's a no-brainer.
They should have done it in Days of Future Past, like when Wolverine went back in time. He should have got like an old silly costume to wear.
That would have been cool.
The old
we don't talk about the third movie. No, we don't. Nobody talks
The Last
about
Stand, yeah.
Oh man. But Cosmic Marvel says the Russo brothers reportedly signed a new deal with Marvel Studios to oversee multiple projects, including the X-Men films. Good. I'm just hoping, because again, it goes back to all the rumor of, Kevin Feige getting rid of certain directors and certain writers and blah, blah, blah. And we're actually hoping that it's actually true. If this rumor pans out, then we might just be seeing hopefully some really, really good X-Men movies.
Yeah. And I don't want Wolverine to be the focus. Like, I definitely want him to be there.
No.
But I don't want the whole story. I don't want him to be like the main character, like, because he already was for like 8 X-Men movies. Like, I want Scott to kind of lead a movie, or or Professor Xavier, someone else than just Wolverine's gonna save us. It's all about Logan.
Yeah, it was like Wolverine 1, 2, 3, Wolverine 3.5.
Yeah, he had his own
Logan.
It's a lot. Like, I still want Wolverine to be a part of the team for sure. Just a part of the ensemble cast, not so much the main focus.
Right.
Well, a little bit more balance to the characters, like the Avengers had. Everyone had screen time. It was balanced.
Yeah, exactly. The way it should be. Balanced the way everything should be.
Thanos was right about a lot of things.
And that's why you should go to my store right now and buy that mug. Thanos
Perfect
was
segue.
right. exactly. Perfect segue. So go check out the store in case you haven't. So which you need to right now. Yeah. So yeah, because like Appion said, I don't want so much Wolverine. I know he's an awesome character. I know he's a very.
I know. I love his character. He's just been overdone. It's
But
like
it's
they
like-
make it seem like the X-Men is all about him. And it's
Right.
like, there's other cool characters.
It's like Fantastic Four in the sense that, you know, where Fantastic Four is focused about all four characters, like being a family. X-Men is sort of kind of the same way. Yeah, they're a team, but you know, I mean, most of these characters are very close to each other, where you can practically consider them a family, right?
Yeah.
And it's not about just the one character; it's about a team, right?
True.
And give us give us the original X-Men. I want Scott. I want Cyclops. I want Angel. I want Beast. I want Marvel Girl. I mean, what they called her, Marvel Girl, and I want Iceman. Give me those 5 X-Men to start off with.
Can we have a scene of Jean Grey tripping on a rock? That would be amazing. Because like in the cartoon, she's always just tripping on a rock and knocking herself out, like so stupid.
Yeah.
Jean Grey defeated by a rock again. No villains touched her.
It was the Thing. He was actually hiding underground.
No, and it was kind of funny because it was like the girls in like the old 80s like horror movies where like they're running through the woods and they trip on a twig and then the killer catches up to him. It's, Jean Grey would do that constantly.
My angel!
Oh, I've fallen. Yeah. My psychic powers. The writers need a way to move me from this fight. So,
oh no, I tripped on this fallen debris or this root or this twig.
In the first X-Men movie, if they do that one time at least, have Jean Grey fall, that would be a nice little nod to the cartoon. Like,
I tripped over a plot contrivance. Oh no,
plot hole! That plot hole's thick. Watch out for that plot hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Jean Grey almost fell in the plot hole. That's something that Deadpool would do. That's a Deadpool joke.
Oh man, Tom,
that's a very Deadpool.
Well, yeah. I was going to say, I'll play devil's advocate to what you guys are saying about Wolverine. Now, Xavier's the guy who's running it all. But first off, we got to remember, Wolverine is older than anybody there.
Sure.
He's probably had more experience in war and battles and everything. And he is probably the deadliest X-Men. So, I mean, he is probably the wisest and maybe the deadliest. So I understand why he always got the focus, because he's a great warrior. I mean, he's competed against Hulk and many others. But I agree, he shouldn't be the mainstay in every film. No, because there's so many other great heroes in that group that, heck, I want to see, who do we got there now? Was it Quicksilver? I want to see an episode just in time, push him more, and so many other guys you could push that. No, exactly. But I do understand why.
But he's dead now. Oh, but wait, multiverse. Bringing them into the MCU. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but the X-Men version was better. Way better.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he was so good. I loved his scenes in those. House burning, and then
when
in the kitchen.
Saves him from the fucking mansion blowing up, and nobody thanks him.
Yeah,
that scene always pisses me off. He saves them, and then they all just move on. Okay, it's like, I just saved. You're welcome. Like,
and they did all that without the use of a microwave.
Or the scene
and I saved the dog with the pizza.
Like they had the playing the Jim Croce song with the in the kitchen. I'm like, oh, that was just one of the best scenes ever.
Oh, the time in a bottle sequence.
Oh, so good.
That was great.
I like the way they presented him in those films.
Yeah, that's still one of my favorite speedster scenes, like showing off the speedster speed.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
So good.
Padawannabe says, I don't know if I have faith in this anymore. It's like they need a certain type of writer to pull off so many characters together. Give me a writer like the old CSI days that can work with 6 members. Yeah.
That's why the Russo brothers are perfect. There was like 40 characters in Infinity War that they juggled.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah.
They know how to do
it. Someone needs to help Gene and ask. I thought you could fly.
See? Yeah. Deadpool joke.
And Wolverine easily is is easily the most aggressive member, but it hurts the team as much as it helps them. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right? Because then all of a sudden, because the thing is, in the late 80s, or I would say mid 80s to into the 90s, I mean, Wolverine was like a big focus in Marvel, right? I'm going to say maybe mid early 80s to throughout the 90s, right? Wolverine was huge. Like as big as Spider-Man, pretty much, as on the X-Men front of things.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why he had such a huge focus in the movies. It's like, because the writer saw him as this big, this big badass, with claws and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, he's going to be our guy. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Jackman is perfect for the role, by far. And yes, totally cool in the movies and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's like we mentioned a few shows back, like separating Jackman from Wolverine and, eventually one day trying to find a replacement. They're going to be really hard pressed for that kind of thing. But, for a change, let's focus on the original X-Men. And and back to Pat Wannabe, what he said. Yeah, that's why, like what Appion said, with Endgame, they focused on like a crap ton of characters and they pulled it off. Like they really, really did. So I have a bit of hope for this. I really.
There's only one scene in that final film that threw me off. I guess you guys can guess which scene that was.
Oh yeah.
Which
with
movie?
Spider-Man and Endgame. With Spider-Man, and you got Valkyrie and Rescue.
Oh yeah, all the women.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue for no apparent reason, all the women team up and
they have to, in the middle of a war, people are dying. Yeah. They have to all pose together.
Yeah.
Scattered throughout the battlefield. Like everybody meet up on this one spot right now.
Yeah.
We have
photo op. Like
only the women.
What the fuck?
No,
this is
you're
a
a man,
fight
get
for
out of
survival.
Yeah. And I'm going to say something that I said on Manorama on Tuesday, right? It was at that moment in that scene where the MCU became the MCU and they planted the flag for Vaginistan. That's what it was. That's what it was. It took me out of the film, and I was so into it. I'm like, what was that?
There's a lot of problems. Like Ant-Man should be dead because like he doesn't have time to react. He's like looking out a window, and then missiles hit the window. Like he doesn't have time to go into Ant-Man form. Like he would just die from the explosion immediately because he's just standing there when Thanos shoots all the missiles at the Avengers base and levels the Avengers base. So Ant-Man would have been dead before the fight even started.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big time. Wendy, we're getting ready to check into the hotel. Everyone have a great weekend and take care and stay safe. You too, Wendy. Thanks for joining in.
So would Hawkeye. Anybody that was a human in that facility would be dead.
Right.
Because Thanos levels it. He levels the Avengers base. Like there's nothing left. It's fucking ashes.
It is. So Phase 5 of Marvel's Cinematic Universe, aka the MCU, has been an absolute disaster. No, really. No, it has. Disney and Marvel have seen failure after failure since Avengers Endgame, except for, Spider-Man No Way Home, which was really good, which was primarily a Sony product, true, and Deadpool and Wolverine, which was based on a Fox property.
That's the sad thing. The two successes weren't really their successes.
That's
so
right.
They really haven't had their own success.
No, they haven't.
Oof.
Which was based on Fox property Ryan Reynolds helped produce. Exactly. So this is mostly due to the company's subpar hiring practices and telling their writers, don't read the comics.
Subpar is putting it nicely.
Exactly. Yeah. The writers even admitted as much themselves. For example, Black Widow writer Jack Schaefer once said, I'm not interested in adhering to comic canon that is discriminatory in a way or that violates my value system. In other words, she admitted she didn't care about following a storyline that already existed as a perfect outline for her film. She was more focused on fulfilling She was more focused on fulfilling her agenda, a common occurrence in Hollywood these days.
Man, back in the day, you say some shit like that, you're blacklisted from Hollywood. You're done.
Oh, been fired.
Oh, 100%.
You're fired. You're gone.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
My values. All right, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Like,
yep.
The hell? Why do people that get like no talent have the right to like talk like that?
Or just alter whatever they want
I know.
to fit their own agendas.
Yeah.
But we're the toxic ones.
It's beyond
fans are toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Fans are toxic. We don't know what we want. We're
That's
toxic. And
that's right.
That's the most
Because
frustrating
in
thing. Like
case-
Marvel picks these people, like it's not like there's like not a lot of people they could pick from. Oh, there's not not a lot of options. So we're stuck. No, they specifically choose these people. Like they could go a different direction, but they don't choose to do that.
Because in case anybody has forgotten, it's all about this.
Yes, I was not very steeped in the comics.
I didn't read any comics or do any research.
I wasn't familiar with comics. I wasn't familiar with the movies.
We didn't lean into a whole lot of the history of the comic books.
Yeah, candidly, we were not enormous comic fans.
I wasn't super into superhero comics when I was a kid. I read a lot of like indie press stuff.
First thing I was told is don't read the comics.
Really?
As a creator, they put you in a bubble. They don't let you talk about any of the other projects, right?
You know, they're up for anything.
We ultimately decided to redefine it for the series and thought that it worked better for the story that we're trying to tell.
Did you ever read you've never read the comic?
When the DVD comes out, I'm going to read a Thor comic book and just see where we went wrong.
Oh, Taika!
Wow.
Taika!
Yeah.
When I see you now, I want to punch you in your smug face. I fucking hate
I
that
know
so
when the
much
DVD
now.
comes out, I'll read a full comic book.
Yeah,
Get
right?
out of here. Go. Just go.
Yeah.
Fuck, after
Buddy
Thor:
makes
Love and Thunder.
millions.
Oh man, I hate that man for that.
Yes.
Just
And the next
despicable.
movie appearance, Jean Grey should be Marvel Girl. Yes, 100%. Because that's what she was called. So.
And yeah, they
But,
haven't done that yet. They've had like 6 movies with Jean Grey in it, and do something that hasn't been done in like the other 9 X-Men films, maybe.
Yeah. But I mean, there you go. There's all the writers right there. No, never read any of the comic books. No, didn't do any research whatsoever.
Yeah, I hate that. That's so
You know?
stupid.
Yeah.
It is. And then Kevin Feige scratching his head. Oh, I wonder why these movies just aren't freaking getting the money that they should be. Gee, I can't imagine why.
What's that? Lore?
How
What's
about
that?
step one? Step one: get rid of Feige and put Ryan Reynolds in his place.
Oh,
The
yeah.
universe would change.
I
100%.
don't get it. Why make the process harder for yourself?
You know what? This is what I would do. I would get rid of Kevin Feige and I would insert the Russo brothers.
Yeah.
Because at least they know what they're doing. It seems like. That's what I
And
would do.
Ryan Reynolds in there someplace.
Yeah.
An administrator or something. He has say on things
So
too.
somebody who's actually read the comic books for
Yeah.
his character.
He's a fan.
Here's the
Ryan
reason.
Reynolds could be like quality control. It's like, okay, we have a final draft. Run it by Ryan. See if he approves.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
just-
get
that
that
just
bullshit out of
reminds-
there. Yeah.
That just reminds me of, well, on Disney's Star Wars side, you had Kathleen Kennedy lamenting that there's no material for them to draw on. There's just no books, no material,
Exactly.
source material for them to draw on for their Star Wars universe. They had to
Right.
make it up on their own. Meanwhile, fans are going like, well, there's like 40 years of novels, comic books,
Yep.
fan fiction.
We didn't create the extended universe, therefore we don't want to use it.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is they went by, a bit of comic lore with the whole Infinity War thing. That's the weird thing. That's the really weird
they
thing.
cherry picked what
You
they
know?
wanted to use.
Well, exactly, right? So, but anyway, the Russo brothers are different. Every Marvel film they've directed has been a successful hit, from Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War to Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. And their movies and the stories they told were consistent.
Up
They
until a
stuck-
point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They stuck to the existing lore of the comics, and they were visually near identical to the source material. The audience loved their work because of that respect the brothers showed. Perhaps that's why Kevin Feige asked them to come back. Well, that might be another reason.
I mean, think about Civil War. They had shots in that movie that were ripped right from the comic panel, like the shot of
yes,
Captain America and Tony, like the clash with the shield and the beam.
Yeah.
It's like ripped right from. That's what people want to see.
Exactly.
Those their favorite panels put into live action in motion on screen.
Because you know what? Here's the thing. When Watchmen came out and even 300, okay, because Frank Miller did 300, and when Watchmen came out, the Watchmen was practically panel for panel. That entire
beautiful
movie.
It is a beautiful movie. I
It
think
is.
It's one of Zack Snyder's most visually impressive movies, I might say.
Except for the very end where they changed it up with Rorschach. That's the only thing that fans get really upset about. is the entire thing with Rorschach right at the end. But other than that, it's panel for panel perfect, and it's a great movie otherwise. So, and Joe Doc, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man.
Apparently Zack Snyder was going to have like a big kaiju monster fight the Watchmen at the end, but then he changed his mind and just had like them fight that guy instead.
Oh, it's like,
right.
dude,
Well, that was like the original comic book ending for the Watchmen, but you couldn't film that because it would be, I don't know, too perhaps convoluted for the general
I think that's what Zack said.
audience.
He's like, I was going to have this big monster, but it didn't really, people wouldn't unless you're a hardcore fan, you wouldn't really. So he's like, nah, I just decided to have it.
So he went with a safer option for the ending, which still worked.
Yeah.
Having
that was
fight Ozymandias.
Yeah. That was the excuse that was given. So
Wasn't there an ultimate edition of that film that's even been longer? They added more to it too. I've yet to watch that version.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, but these rumors state that the Russo brothers have already signed their new contract with Feige, and it would have them involved in multiple upcoming projects, including the X-Men reboot films. After the multiverse saga is concluded, and oh my God,
can it end right now today, please?
Yeah. At the moment, I know, right? Just get it done and over with. No matter how crappy it is, just finish it. At the moment, we've only heard that they're overseeing the project. This means that they only may be consultants rather than directors. If that's the case, it's unknown whether their input will be heeded and used during production. It had better be. Just like these guys have experience. You would be absolutely retarded not to take their advice. I mean, I'm serious, I don't even mind a CGI Colossus, but put him in the right film. Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't mind him in Deadpool being CGI. I didn't really mind him.
I like when he fought Juggernaut in the second Deadpool. That was
that was fun. That was fun.
Well, aside from them making Juggernaut a mutant, but okay.
Yeah, I know. That was the only thing I had a little bit of a problem
so
with.
Only nitpicking things comic book fans would do.
Yeah. Because it's supposed to be an enchanted ruby.
Yep.
That still kind of worked in the film, though.
But it did.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So having the Russo brothers oversee the X-Men films is a step in the right direction for Marvel. However, it would be better if we knew they were directing it, not just overseeing it. They will definitely have their work cut out for them with this particular superhero team. Many of the previous X-Men movies from Fox Studios are very well received, but there were some bad films in the bunch. But overall, they were accurate to the comics. Well,
funny. Two of the worst ones are the Dark Phoenix storyline.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's not tell you. Out of the 9 X-Men movies, your 2 worst ones are the same storyline that you tried twice.
I know, right?
Stop it.
We're, and to say they were accurate to the comics, that Apocalypse one really wasn't.
No,
and neither was the Dark Phoenix, and neither. You know what? Even that kind of weird soft reboot of First Class, X-Men First Class. No, just
I like some things in First Class.
I didn't mind.
It was fun. It was watchable.
It was watchable.
Kevin Bacon as the villain was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Again, playing devil's advocate, as I've stated before, it's hard to go 1-for-1 for a comic to a film. It really is. As a filmmaker, it is hard to do 1-to-1. It really is hard. But
Watchmen.
trying to go close. Again, yeah, true. But I mean, all the time, doing it all the time, it is not an easy thing to do.
No,
so I can see why they have to make changes for certain
things.
This
is why I'm becoming more of a proponent of the notion of having TV series instead of big budget movies.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather sit and watch like 2 or 3, 4 seasons of like 10 to 15 episodes and have the comic book storyline be fleshed out. Like if you get 2 or 3 issues of a comic book, you can condense that into a 40-50 minute episode on TV and then have a full season.
Yeah.
That way you can have Dark Phoenix be fleshed out. You get introduced the Shi'ar Empire.
Exactly.
Where the Phoenix entity came from, what it is.
Yep.
No, I agree with Pop. The fact that you can flesh it out better. You stole the words out of my mouth. Look at Daredevil, Netflix. Look at Punisher, Netflix. There were great stories that told over time, and it was like, wow, this is awesome.
Even I didn't even mind Luke Cage. That was the weakest one.
I didn't either.
But I will still rewatch Luke Cage over anything Disney MCU put on the small screen.
I mean, Marcel Ali, Blade, Cottonmouth, and then Bushmaster.
Yeah, he played it really good, man. I mean, really, really good.
Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, The Punisher, David Tennant, very eerie, creepy villain.
All those shows had great season-long arcs, like stories that took a season, but they were, slow burns sometimes, but there was worth the burn. It was a good burn.
Yeah.
Now, you think you can condense all that into a 2-hour, 2.5 hour, 3-hour movie?
No, you can't.
No.
So, thus bringing the team into the MCU. So, whether through the multiverse angle or otherwise, will have to be done with more flair and suspense. Well, that's why we're having Fantastic Four. So, we're going to have to also see what happens with that too. So, there's also the question of which storyline they'll use and who will be part of the cast. So, Hugh Jackman, for instance, has been the ideal live-action Wolverine for years, just like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. Anyone they cast will no doubt be compared to the previous X-Men actors, and rightfully so, because like we said earlier, you'll be very hard-pressed to replace Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, for example, right? Because he set that bar. Same like with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. The bar is set. You either have to go better or fail miserably. So,
but they did kind of reboot within its own self. Remember when they brought First Class, was total extras playing a new Xavier, a younger version of it. So they did do that, and they didn't do a bad job. Except for Hugh Jackman. He's the only consistent. He stayed Wolverine through all of it because he doesn't age. First off,
true.
But the rest of them, and I didn't hate it. So I was like, okay, they did.
And we do have the Calverine. So
we'll treat you better than those jerks down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Which he's still a rumor. He might show up in the Hulk one.
Oh, I know. I love it. But recent rumors also say that Jackman will continue on with Marvel as Wolverine for another 10 years.
Until he's 90.
Tell you're 90. It's possible that he'll be involved. Oh man, I know.
It'll be Wolverine on one of those old scooters. Beep 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 beep.
He'll be taking like vitamin supplements and human growth hormone, and
that's right,
lifting weights.
That would be a funny joke. He's in a chair like Xavier. What do they call you? Wheels. So, and then Deadpool says that. 30-second dance party.
Wolverine in a chair like that. There you go.
Like I said, we could get the Old Man Logan series.
Get over here, Scooter.
Yes. Peter Dinklage as Wolverine. He's the
Imagine the fastball special, like Colossus picks up the chair, throws Wolverine in the chair. He's got his claws while he's in the chair.
That's right.
This is the
adamantium.
This is the Alzheimer's special.
Yes. Wait, where am I going?
Dementia special.
God.
Who am I again? You're a Wolverine. Stick out your claws. Oh yeah. Oh god. The rascal's made out of adamantium, Rocco. Exactly. My souped up rascal. That's what they got from that celestial head. We made use of that celestial. We made a chair.
Oh god.
Adamantium throne.
Adamantium. But regardless, at the moment, it appears that the Russo brothers are definitely set to stay at Marvel for the foreseeable future. Whether or not they can salvage what remains of the MCU remains to be seen. So, We'll have to see what ends up happening. So
they say the MCU. How about just reboot everything? Reboot everything and start over. Start fresh.
I think so. Just reboot it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
you
what
keep saying actors
they
are
could
saying.
use Galactus for. Galactus can just wipe the slate clean.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly.
That's all you have to do.
I mean, phase 4 was what? Phase bore, and phase 5, I don't even know what you would call that.
I don't know. Phase whatever.
Yeah.
Phase we don't know what we're doing.
Crash and burn.
So, phase 5.
And the last two were just
Yeah, Ultimate Marvel Universe. There you go. You can do that too. So
I've already done that with Nick
Captain
Fury.
America. Yeah, and Nick Fury. Yeah,
Nick Fury going from race swapping Nick Fury. That was Marvel's Ultimate, I believe, if I'm remembering right.
Man, they
so.
totally ruined Nick Fury as a character.
Oh, I know.
Bring back David Hasselhoff.
Yes, I was about to say that. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., that movie that was like, what was it? God, that was like back in the 90s, I believe it was.
Something like that.
I mean, in Secret Wars, they should definitely have Hasselhoff be like another Nick Fury. And then we can have like a geriatric fight. We can have like an old Samuel Jackson fight an old David Hasselhoff.
The two meet up, square off.
In
chomp out
wheelchairs.
cigars.
Yeah. My eye got taken out by something real, not a fucking cat.
Rock of the Brave says, yeah, they ruined Nick Fury by making him Samuel L. Jackson.
Secret Invasion. Don't get me started on that fucking TV show.
Oh no, I like Sam Jackson. People say Ray.
I like Sam Jackson as Nick Fury.
Oh
but
yeah.
He isn't Nick Fury in Secret Invasion. He is a bitter old fucking man, and it's just...
that was dumb as hell. Yeah, that whole thing shouldn't exist.
Oh man, but
with a scroll wife that they show him kissing on.
Oh, I know. God, like really? Jeez. I forgot about that bit.
No, he made appearances in the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series, which there's a TV series I enjoyed. That actually wasn't bad for actual TV time. That was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. Yeah.
Yeah, where they started making Quake the girl boss, and they made Coulson a freaking robot. That was like
and
so...
then they
I don't mind Quake though. I think Quake should have been brought into the MCU. I think
and in her defense, she loses a lot. Like she takes a lot of beatings before.
Yeah, that's true too.
She doesn't use her earthquake powers like super good right away.
She's not
it takes her a while.
Boss. You develop
but I'm talking about the last 2 seasons is what I'm talking about.
Okay,
yeah.
But then again,
seasons it went off the rails.
Yeah.
But again, she learned her powers by then. She became the powerhouse. But it took
and I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I wanted to see her in the films, but they never did. I was like,
I still think she deserves an MCU, like something like Deadpool and Wolverine, where Blade and all them showed up. Like, I think that if Quake popped up in a little scene, that would get a nice fan reaction. I think.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not as big as Blade, obviously, but people would know who that is.
No, that's true. So
I don't know.
But seeing how we're almost done with the show here, and it's Friday, and we usually like to leave things off with a cartoon. Rocco the Brave says, I like Quake because she was attractive.
Yeah. She was hot. She was totally hot. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, she's dumb as a post in real life. I'll just say that. That's all I'm saying.
Don't care. She's hot.
Ward is the biggest Mac alive. That man he's with Quake, and he was with the other chick from The Mandalorian. He gets with all the hot chicks in that show.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, character development? Whoa.
I know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know. The one that they got
over time.
The one that they got to play Mockingbird. That's on Orville. The Orville.
Yeah.
They should bring her back too.
Yeah,
somewhere
she was badass when she was like in her costume. Yeah, when she was like in her full-on gear, beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, that was like totally cool.
Yeah,
totally cool.
Like
I love that. Because I believe somewhere's in the comics she teams up with Hawkeye as well. So
because in the MCU they made Linda Cardellini Mockingjay or whatever, his wife.
Yeah, right. Which is kind of
Hawkeye's wife was like another agent or some shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is weird because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was supposed to be canon at first, and then I don't know.
Yeah, and then something weird happened. It's like really weird. So, but anyway, seeing how it's Friday, and it's almost at the end of the show, and we leave things off with a cartoon. Everybody, prepare yourselves for a Friday ending cartoon. So, enjoy, everyone.
Anything right, Skywalker?
Wait.
What?
What happened? Exactly.
I don't know.
That was a short cartoon.
It was.
Yeah.
Can't you do anything right, Skywalker? Watch it, you metallic mini meatball, or I'll step on you. You and one army, you maxi turkey.
All right, shape up, you two. There's still a lot of damage to repair. Look who's talking. Thundercracker. Rumble, start emptying the water pumps.
Hey, I didn't volunteer for this geeky assignment. I want Skywalker's job. Shut up, Frenzy. Geek work's made for a geek like you. Get off me, you fucking junkyard!
Silence!
Megatron!
Decepticons, a toast to the imminent destruction of the accursed Autobots.
Energy! We won't need to conserve it after tomorrow. We can bleed this planet dry! Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel energy. You get high! Mama, you get high!
I ain't had my wee sucked properly in a few months. This stuff's the greatest. Those were the good old days back on Cybertron. Didn't have to sneak around in these ugly disguises. Good old Cybertron, land of the metal moon. Huh? What's it? Decepticons! Attack!
And there you go.
I love more of those. That was awesome. That was awesome. I want to see those now.
And Al Nickerson, I knew there was a reason why I never watched Transformers.
I love Transformers. I have the box set. Makes me want to go back and rewatch it.
Exactly.
I don't know what I just watched.
I know.
This is your brain on drugs.
Exactly.
Oh,
this is to basically flush out the bad stuff that we covered in stupid news with something actually funny at the end. So,
brilliant. Bravo.
Yeah.
Or so bewildering you'll never think about it again.
Exactly. Yeah. Hence the reason why, I try to find videos.
That Transformers thing. I want that. I want to see if there's more. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Oh, I know. So, but yeah. So before we go, Popsy, how you got anything that Wait a minute, I did it again.
Oh, you got rid of him.
Well, what?
I know, right? I keep on hitting the wrong button. So. Yes,
Change the labels.
It's called ending on a high note. Yes, that's right.
Exactly, then, man. Yes.
Oh man. Anyway, yeah, that's the button I'm pressing. So there we go.
Whoa, yay. My channel, Pop Culture Republic, where I talk about all things that interest me. Movies, TV shows, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, K-dramas, anime, just whatever I feel like going from day to day. And that's about it. I'm keep my little outro speeches short and sweet. No, that's about all I do.
Minimal effort. There we go.
Yeah.
So.
No need to drag it out. I talk about stuff.
Right to the point. Right to the point.
That's right.
Right to the point.
Says, at least you didn't accidentally hit.
Someone's done that before, Rocco.
Oh man, exactly. Professor X Games, yes, 100%. And okay, I'm hitting the right button now. Appion, there we go.
Oh, I'm not backstage. You can hear me still. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah,
right. You're in the show.
I'm in the show.
Yes.
What do I say? No, I'm just kidding. I know what. So on my main channel, we have. Oh, dancing. Dance party. That shit makes me move every time it comes on. Just move with the music. It's the rhythm of the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on my channel here, Tito's back tonight. We're doing a Hill I Die On episode with Pop Culture Republic. The guy that's here, he's gonna be talking about Hawk the Slayer. That'll be his Hill movie, Hawk the Slayer. So if you have never seen it, or you have seen it and you want to talk about it, we're going to talk about that tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and then Farscape every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and then my second channel, Two Guys Talking, where we're reviewing that Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show, Captain America, just a bunch of other stuff. So subscribe to that for like video reviews, and this channel for live streams and shorts. And that's it. I'm done now. God, that seemed like I talked for like an hour. God, mine was like so much longer than Pop's.
Yeah, just like
maximum
outro speech
effort.
is just there you go.
Hawk the Slayer. Okay, that's an 80s swords film. Okay.
Where he's dressed like Han Solo. Yeah.
It's the greatest, cheesiest B sword and sorcery movie ever made.
There was a lot of good ones. There was it Krull? There was oh gosh, the Beastmaster. There's so many good ones around that time. It was a fun time.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
I even like the Deathstalker movie, even though they're terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, there are some cheesy, schlocky fantasy movies in the 80s.
But they were so fun.
See, and Tim was like, yeah, let's end this on a high
Let's end
note.
this meeting on a high note.
Ooh. That's gonna be my new outro for my video.
Wow.
That's gonna be how I go off. The power of one. The power of
No. That's the wrong high
It was
note.
giving me vibes of that. It was a bunch of witches gathering. I was like, uh-oh. We're trying to make a super force, baby.
That's right, Tim. I think I'm going to use that. Man, I love it. And Tom.
Hi, everybody.
I wish.
No, I'm going to share this in the room. Seems like I have never done this before, but I'm going to share that. It's a. Did I share? Oh yeah, I did. I have a book out there. Some people told me to start publicizing it. It's a poem book I did last year, so it's to do. Especially today is actually suicide in New Brunswick. It's Suicide Awareness Day, and I guess it's this month in New Brunswick. It's a thing here in New Brunswick, so I like promoting that. It's men's mental health, just mental health in general of anybody. And this poem book actually is to deal with my past mental health, and I've succeeded. And at the end, there's phone numbers for addiction problems or 911 numbers if you get lost, people you can talk to anywhere in the world. I make sure I cover everybody. Websites as well. So, and as for the channel, like I said, things are not hiatus. I'm just trying to get my career started. So it's there. It will happen again once I get things back to going. But just working on my photo book, individual sales, and we'll just see where that takes me. So
right on. So if you want to check it out, guys, then that's the link right there. So check out his book and spend all your ducats and put it in the bucket for him. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, and there you go.
And say hire photographer. Hey, there you go. You, Steve, you, Darren, you. I don't sympathize, I swear. I don't. Mine's Aurora, maybe. Her, no. I mean, she just looks good in a schoolgirl outfit. That's all. I swear.
Just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. Oh, my God. Okay. And let's see.
I gotta go get me a Subaru.
I know, right? I'm going to get me a Ford Fiesta.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. And also, if any of you people pay attention to the link down below, we got books, and I know Appion's going to say something right now anyway.
Happy
but
Valentine's Day.
Exactly. Yay. Perfectly.
Get your loved one a present. Get them a Sword of Eden today.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah. Yes. So our friend here of the channel here, Al Nickerson, he has some books for sale. So if you want to go ahead and get yourself a comic, a good something to read, there's his website right there. So swordofeden.com, and you can go ahead and pick up Sword of Eden books 1 and 2 and special edition cover as well. So as he is working on as he's working on the 3rd issue right now. So and if you want to go ahead and bother Al on Facebook, you can go ahead and do that. There's his Facebook page right there, and check him out and check out the artwork that he's doing there, and in preparation for his 3rd issue. So hey man, thank you for being part of the show and hanging out with a bunch of idiots. So because we love to have you here. So
can I get one signed by Shia LaBeouf?
Sure. you can.
I have signed my Sword of Eden.
Is it a genuine plastic Sword of Eden? Yes, it is.
Genuine high quality.
I've heard you like swords, Shia. I heard you're
so I'm into old things, old crusty things.
Some of those present boxes would not hold the comic. You'd have to bend them, put them in some of those present boxes.
Well, it is paper, so you can fold it up and
roll it.
Get
like a newspaper when you're hitting a dog on the nose.
Well, no.
Exactly.
Be for
especially when you're in the costume dressing like a collie.
Yeah.
In D&D figures or dice. A little bit of all types of gifts in those boxes.
And also we got Flip City Magazine as well. So if you want to go ahead and check out a magazine by Flip City Magazine, you can go ahead to their website, flipcitymag.com. And if you enter the coupon code CRC, you get 10% off a subscription that lasts a whole entire year. And show them a little love too. So
is that spirits or smoke coming off of the pages?
It is the ether.
Oh no!
What's that supposed to be?
It's such a hot
I never noticed that. Hot off the presses. I get it. Okay, so
that's what it is.
Like hot off the press. Yeah, all right.
There you go.
Yeah,
hot off the press. Like,
yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah,
we've had this image like 100 times, but I've never really thought of it.
Right.
Sorry.
So, and on top of that, when you subscribe, you get your patent pending authentic Flip City Magazine tinfoil hat, and you can go ahead and you will get that with your subscription. So go ahead and check out Flip City Magazine and regular CBC. Yeah, I know I missed the Hitched It wasn't lifted for me, so I had to do the whole backing up. You mean you failed? Oh my God, that's someone like a man to do.
You failed this city.
You have failed. You have failed me, Lord.
And that is why you failed.
Yes. Also on this channel, if you guys also want to check it out, on this channel there is also a shop that you can go ahead and get some really cool stuff. Like we mentioned earlier, you can go ahead and get that mug because Thanos was right, and various other T-shirts and posters and stuff like that. So like T-shirts, like what would Kirk do? Well, he certainly wouldn't be watching new Star Trek whatsoever, or considering I do Transformers stuff as well. What would Optimus do? Because we just watched a funny Transformers kind of cartoon and various scale posters and stuff like that. And you can go ahead and look at the stuff there. If any of it tickles your fancy, then you can do that as well. Plus on top of that, I am a graphic designer, so if there's anything you need graphic designer wise, then you can go ahead and hit me up on X, and I will respond in kind as I normally do, because I have an X account, and you can ask me questions there. Commissions are open, and
formerly known as Twitter.
That's right, formerly known as Twitter.
A little
and
blue bird.
If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you happen to be rewinding and watching, hey, leave a comment. Greatly appreciated. So guys, that was the entire episode. Check out these fine gentlemen right here and their respective channels. Show them some love. Hit up the subscribes on their channels as well. And before we end the entire chat, thank you all for coming by. And yes, Beyonce wins Best Country Album of the Year. That's weird. Yeah, only because she said Giddy Up. So she is no country artist in my eyes. I know, right? It's ridiculous. So before we go, I just want to leave everybody with this message before.
Excellent to each other. And